Hello. All right. Goddamn. Goddamn. Sorry for the video quality because it's super crude. Don't give a fuck. My voice is kind of broken because I've just been screaming with joy. No joke. I know it's retarded, but I really wanted to share, I guess, something that just came to me while I was driving home just then. For the first time since I had 3 tabs of LSD a few years ago. I've been saying over and over again to you guys, you can be as happy as you want to be in any moment. It's up to you. But we create restrictions for ourselves, blah, 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 blah. I've been saying that line and repeating it because it was what was spoken to me that night. I had 3 tabs of acid, but I never really listened to it. And I think there was even a part of me that just simply didn't understand it. I knew it was true, but I just couldn't understand it. And this was playing over and over and over again in my head. I've been recently opening up to what I refer to as the machine of intelligence that I met on LSD. And the machine elves are beings that are essentially, they are translators of the moment itself. The moment is the only thing that's real. So this whole concept of oneness, with the whole cosmos being united, it is united. It is a moment. Everything that is in the universe right now is actually just the moment itself. When you get connected to the moment, you're freed of all the illusions in your mind, delusions of the past, anticipation, associations, attachments, and anxieties of the future. I mean, that's what you're liberated of when you connect to the moment. So what are you left with? You're left with your own feelings. And you can actually literally be as happy as you fucking want to be in any moment. And it was like, I had that clarity when I was on the triple drop, where I was simply freed of all of my desires and my expectations and my attachments to outcomes. I was freed of all those things. And I was just running through the streets naked, celebrating, because I was so fucking happy. And of course, it's happening in that LSD trippy way where the voices are explaining why this is the truth about reality, all that. But then I was driving home just then, and I was mulling the words that they'd spoken to me. And I was also listening to a song where it was like the voice, it was so in tune with how I've been thinking recently, where it was like, just stop fighting. Like, it was Eckhart Tolle, a sample of Eckhart Tolle, where he was saying something like, stop fighting what this new form of consciousness. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to make it happen. Just accept it, allow it, and it will be. And you don't want to do that because it's so simple, but it just is. That's just how it is. It's simple. So I've been, and that's just so aligned, of course, with the way I've been thinking. That's how things always go. Your outside world is a reflection of you. Music, movies, conversations, everything. And so I was really happy when I heard that and really connected and resonated with that message. So I finally started allowing, and that was the fucking truth that came through. The same thing I'd heard a few years ago on acid. And I literally started like listening to the song. Well, the song actually just came on random, and it was a song that I really wanted to listen to today, but I hadn't listened to. It all of a sudden just like came on my Spotify playlist, and I was like, yes, perfect. And then everything started getting really trippy. I started, like, everything became like hyper detailed. The road was extra shiny, and the music was sounding amazing. It was like I was on acid, but in truth, I was actually just getting connected to the moment, which is what LSD does. LSD, because the effects start kicking in, and so especially when you start taking LSD, it changes the more you take it and the more you get used to it. But when you begin, the effects are so subtle, and they're so involved with yourself, your emotions, and your outside world, that you have to really focus in on your current experience to notice it. And as Eckhart Tolle talks about, one of the gateways to the eternal moment, to the placement, to the now, is through associations with your senses and associations with your body. So when you start tuning into the feelings of LSD, you can actually tune into the moment, and you can confuse the experience of the moment for the effects of LSD when they're actually not the same thing, which is why LSD tends to change the more you use it, because you start disassociating from the moment, because you start getting used to all the effects, and you start taking less notice of the effects coming on, which pulls you out of that moment. And that's why a lot of people lose the euphoria of LSD as well, because the euphoria, I think, exists in the moment itself. At least that's what I'm going with, because after I was listening to this music and getting in touch with the moment, all of a sudden, it just clicked to me. Because I've been worrying about a lot of stuff in the past couple of days. Not like stressing, not like, too bad, but just thinking a lot, overthinking a lot. And finally, it was just like, click. It was like, you can feel as good as you want. And then I started getting the euphoria started building, and I was like, oh my god, started building. I was like, you are kidding me. And then it just fucking exploded, and I was like, oh my god. And I was literally yelling in the car because the euphoria was so intense. It was like I was on the acid. It was the most intense euphoria I've had for so long, and it simply derived from myself. And all of a sudden I'm realizing I don't need fame, I don't need money, I don't need chicks, I don't need anything. Nothing will ever deprive me of my capacity to feel good, to feel as good as I want. And the only thing that will literally ever deprive me is me, when I decide that I don't want to feel that good. This is the game that we play, where we decide that we want to have something, and so we deprive ourselves of joy until we obtain that thing. Now, of course, being habit-creating creatures, we tend to never appreciate what we have, and we just keep repeating that process and never have the joy that we crave. But it is important to remember that's a game you play, guys. And it's not bad to go after things and to have desires and associations, but it's important to remember that when you're feeling down, it's for no other reason than you want to feel down. And probably you've got yourself trapped in your mind as well if you're feeling really down, which does happen. And even though I've had this explosion of euphoria, I'm pretty entrenched in this game that we call reality. And no doubt it's going to find its way into putting me back in the maze, and I'll find my way through. But it's excellent that this revelation, I guess you could call it, happened while sober. I had a mini one a couple of days ago, but this was the first one where I felt like got in touch with that same machine of energy, where it's like you just feel insanely unstoppable. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because I don't know, I want to share it with somebody. So yeah, fucking awesome experience. And yeah, I can't wait to get onto some more stuff. I'm currently working on a video, a Truman Show episode. I'm currently working on that. That's had my mind twisting and turning as I've been going through this emotional stuff. My productivity has dropped, and that's got me overthinking and worrying, and I just had to let things be. But I'm really looking forward to releasing that soon anyway. And I'm also going to start doing some more creative content. That's the plan, at least with the channel. But either way, I definitely am looking forward to sharing more with you guys. I love you guys, and I'm so grateful for the support you guys give me. I wish I could share more often too. But yeah, I mean, we'll see if that happens. That'd be cool if it happens. But yeah, I'm just ranting anyway. So love you guys. Stay positive. And let me know what you think. Have you guys been having experiences like this as well? Share your experiences in the comments if you have. Yeah, keep easy.